Hey guys, welcome to Gadget 360, and today we'll be unboxing a brand new phone from Realme from their Narzo series. This is the new Narzo 30 Pro 5G. So let's quickly take a look at what you get inside. Before we go ahead, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and also hit that bell icon so you're the first to know whenever we have a new video. Okay, so this is the retail packaging of the Realme Narzo 30 Pro 5G. Pretty interesting new packaging from Realme, keeping it simple. We just have some of the features of the smartphone at the back, but we will take a closer look at this. So let's quickly crack this open. Okay, we have a little cardboard sleeve here. It says feel the power. Inside there is a case for the phone, which is always welcome. And we have some quick start guides, safety guides, etc. Next up is the phone itself. Let me quickly take this out. Okay, very nice. USB Type-C cable. This is the Dart charger, 30 watt fast charger. And last but not least, we have a SIM eject tool. Yep, that's about it. Alright, so I've gone ahead and done a basic setup of the phone. So let's quickly take a look at the physical aspects of it first. Now, as you can tell, it has a pretty decent in-hand feel. It is taller rather than wider, so it is still relatively comfortable to grip and hold. And you have these little rounded sides as well, which makes it easy. It is slightly on the thicker side. It is about 9.1 millimeters thick and weighs about 194 grams, although it doesn't really feel that heavy. Which is a good thing. Now, let's take a look at what we get. So at the side, let's start off over here. We have the power button, which also houses the capacitive fingerprint sensor. Over to this side, we have the volume buttons, and we have the SIM tray. Now let's quickly pop this out and see what kind of a SIM tray we have. So as you can see, we just get two slots. So you can either have two SIMs or a single SIM and a micro SD card in this slot over here. So it's a hybrid SIM tray, which is all right, I guess. Let's pop this back in. Okay, so down at the bottom, we have a headphone jack, we have a USB Type-C port, and we have a single speaker over here. Now, quickly flipping the phone over to the back, there is some Narzo branding down at the bottom over here. We have this really not glossy but shiny metallic finish. Now Realme calls this blade silver, and it's pretty plain actually. There is surprisingly no design or pattern or anything as such on the back, which we typically see in Realme phones. So that's not there, but it looks good, I guess. There's also another option available called Sword Black if you are not into shiny silver phones. And up on the top, we have the camera module. So let's maybe start with the camera since we are here. So there we go. So over here, we have three cameras at the back of the phone. There is a primary 48 megapixel sensor, and then you get an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And finally, there is a 2 megapixel macro camera, which ideally should be this last one over here. You also get this little LED flash in this whole camera module. There is a bit of a bump at the back. The camera module does stick out slightly, but it's not too pronounced, which is nice. Now in the front, we have a 16 megapixel sensor in this whole punch cutout for the selfie camera. In the front, we have a 6.5-inch display. This is a full HD plus display. It's not an AMOLED panel, which is fine, but so far the colors and the brightness seems pretty adequate. But what's great about this display is that you do get 120 Hz refresh rate, which is nice to see. So if you go down to the display settings, there should be an option for, hang on, oh yeah, screen refresh rate. So over here you can have it, it's by default set to auto. So you can either force it to 120 Hz or 60 Hz, or just leave it on auto, and depending on the app, the phone should automatically switch between the two refresh rates based on what you're doing. The display itself looks pretty decent. There are some relatively thick bezels all around, especially the chin at the bottom. Now, powering the Narzo 30 Pro 5G is the MediaTek Dimensity 800U SoC. Now, this is a pretty recent chip from MediaTek, and it is a 5G ready chip, which we also recently saw in the Realme X7. So it's again a pretty new and efficient chip, which is nice to see in this smartphone. Now, talking about RAM and storage, there will be two variants on offer, one with 6 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and the higher end variant with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. Underneath over here, we have a 5000 milliamp hour battery, which should be enough, more than enough for a full day's worth of usage, and maybe even then some. And you also get 30-watt fast charging with the fast charger supplied in the box. That's pretty much it for the Realme Narzo 30 Pro 5G. One last thing that I didn't mention is the software. So sadly, this is still Realme UI 1.0, which is based on Android 10, since the Realme UI 2.0 is not yet ready. It's still a work in progress, and that is going to be based on Android 11. So that should be coming as an update whenever the stable version of Realme UI 2.0 rolls out. So that's been it for my quick unboxing and a first look at the brand new Narzo 30 Pro 5G. Stay tuned for the full review coming soon only on Gadgets 360.